Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. I need everyone to listen to me. Cannonball! And you get that crispy sensation feeling in your tailpipe. It ain't your tailpipe, it's a little bit of shake and bake. Shake and bake! Hey guys, welcome back to Movies and TVs. On the ball, Steveo coming at you, and this is a video, not really a review of these two great films, but more of a talking about it. Uh, first, I was originally going to be talking about. You've probably seen my video on Anchorman, the first film, but and talk because that just celebrated its 20th anniversary this year, and I was or this past year, 2014. Happy New Year's, 2020. It celebrated its 20th anniversary this past year, 2024. It's 2025. Happy New Year, and which means it's been 19 years since Shake and Bake. Shake and Bake, as you can see, and I was going to kind of ask you guys a question. What's your thoughts on the both Will Ferrell's films? I think these two films really are a great double feature, or maybe not a double feature, but sort of a your two disc DVD or Blu-ray set with Anchorman and Talladega Nights, because I think they work great together. With Anchorman, you've probably seen when I talk on it, but I love the characters. I feel like, or just the chemistry with the characters. You had you had Will Ferrell as RonBergendy. You had Steve Carell as Chip. You had Ron uh, Paul Rudd as um, Dan Fantega and Chip. You had Paul Rudd as Brian Fantega, who was the um, kind of the. I just remember him being sort of the funny guy, and it was Paul Rudd's kind of really where I could see him and Will and um, all the cast. He really sort of showed his comedic chops, because I do remember. This was probably 10, 11 years before, um, or 10, 12, 13 years before he was in Ant-Man, and yeah, I knew him a little bit from the movie Clueless, but I liked him in that, and of course he had the Sex Panther, the clone that he wore, and it's like Musk, and of the and how he like tried it on and tried to hit on Veronica Corningstone, and it backfired for him. Um, I mean, what? And then you had Ricky Bobby, and I feel like that film really did was comedic, and kind of like I like the sideburns, or I like their relationship, Cal Naughton Jr. and um, and Ricky Bobby, and this really showed what I saw with John C. Reilly as a comedic actor, because John C. Reilly, I've seen him in a lot of other films before this, or just sort of his earlier work, and he's a lot of a serious actor, and it's and I think it's very interesting that the most serious actors, the comedic actors, can be the really most serious actors as well. But I liked, the Ricky Bobby First or Last, when he's, praying, praying to dear Lord baby Jesus as we stand there, and with your Einstein, and he says the prayer, and he had his father-in-law say, you know, he was a man. He had a beard. He's like, I like the Christmas version better. And I liked that dynamic, and it's a great double feature. I could see you guys. I could see this being on a Blu-ray double feature, and I feel like it could be a great double feature for like maybe a midnight screening or just a midnight screening for both these films. I think they work in their own separate way, special way. I think Anchorman has more of a cultural feel to it than Talladega Nights. I feel like Talladega Nights, which came out 2 years after Anchorman, it was um, it was a very interesting um, kind of take. Like I could kind of see the difference in how Anchorman was a lot more raunchy. It felt more raunchier than Talladega Nights, but I think Talladega Nights had that humor, and I think now looking back at it, 20 and 18 years later, I feel like they still have something to sort of work with. I liked. I think Anchorman's probably. I would like to know your thoughts on um, both Anchorman and Talladega Nights as a double feature. Did you like it? Do you feel like they work better as a double feature? Do you think Anchorman